Hey, Andrew here with another knife disassembly. This one will be the Kershaw / Emerson, cqc-5k. The whole deal with these guys, I'm sure you heard of them. It is designed by Emerson but put together by Kershaw, so you're going to get the design of an Emerson knife, but the, build quality of a Kershaw, which is exactly what this knife is. So anyway, let's get into the disassembly. Along with other Emersons, it will be Phillips and a flathead instead of your, more standard Torx. But luckily I have a bit set that can do that, or that comes with those. Those should fit, and that is a JM-CRV plus 2.0, something like that. And then just any flathead should do. I'm just going to use a one that came with this, something. So I tried to take this apart once, but the clip screws did not want to come off. Or, first time I did it, at least they didn't. Okay, they're using some kind of thread locker on here, along with, most Kershaws are going to be doing that. Of course, Emerson does it because, that one's not coming loose, and I don't want to, mess it up. I'm using the wrong driver here. I just like this one a bit better. I have a couple because I've gone through a couple of bit sets, but they've all been pretty cheap, and the one I have now is decent. It's only $8, but really good value for what you're getting, in my opinion. So that clip's just gonna have to stay on, but it's fine. We can still do a basically full disassembly without that. Yeah, so I'm kind of new to the whole YouTube idea thing. I'm really not doing this for subscribers or anything like that, kind of just doing it for fun. It's the summer right now, I'm not in school, so I've got plenty of free time. I decided, why not do something? Maybe I'll enjoy it, maybe I won't. I'll just follow along with my main hobby, basically only hobby, which is knives and stuff like that. So the scale will pop right off. I believe this is G10, and we cannot separate the scale from the liner because that is, I don't know what I was saying. We can't separate these two because these screws run into the liner, so you can see right there, which means the edge can't come apart unless we take that apart, similar to the Spyderco we did another day ago, a couple of days ago, whatever it was. Again, with the cheaper quality of Kershaw. Not that Kershaw's a bad company, I mean, they make cheaper knives, but that's good for some people because, they can't afford everything that some other people can, like me. So the reason I got this knife, I'm just going to talk to you guys through it, we got to take these off too, is because the whole Emerson thing, basically with just the waved, opener, I wanted to see how that would suit me and if I would like it. And of course I didn't want to blow, $100+ at least on an Emerson. So, I did some digging around, and I've known about these for a while. I just thought there was one and it was made a while ago. But no, there's a ton of these, like cqc-2k, 6k, 7k, I think. Just a bunch of different knives that they made together, and I love that they did this. This has been very recently, but similar to the Almar Kershaw stuff. They teamed up with Almar, kind of a smaller company, but still a very big company, and made some flippers, which was pretty cool, and I might check those out someday, but I haven't had really an interest in that company, so probably not anytime in the near future. The next knife I'll be getting, because I'm just rambling, because I really don't have much to say during this, is the CRKT Fossil. And that will be my first CRKT folder I have owned. Well, yeah, folder, because I got a CRKT Drumfire, their little fixed blade neck knife, as a gift, which I do like, but I just kind of want to try out their folder quality stuff. And at Blade Show, at Blade Show, I saw that knife and was just really impressed by the action on that IKBS, which is, I believe, I call them a Korth bearing system or something like that. I call them a something bearing system. And I just loved it, but at Blade Show, they weren't selling the CRKTs there, which wasn't very good because I was going to buy one, but you know, whatever. So what I did was ask a guy about it on discounts, and he actually gave me a half off coupon on MSRP. So the Fossil Black One Compact, which is what I was getting, was $80 MSRP, and with the coupon, of course, it was 40. Some hard math there. And that will be coming very soon in the mail. I was a bit attached to that. So, and after that, I'm not sure about what I'm going to do in the realm of knife buying, because I'm pretty broke right now, as it is after I just bought that. I don't have much money, because I am not anywhere close to making a salary right now, which means I, one, don't really have to support myself, but B, don't have any spending money. So really, I just keep money I get from doing little things, basically birthday and Christmas money, you know, and just do that kind of thing, and get some money every now and then. So right now you can't really see this, but I'm just wiping off these washers. Also, something that I want is some Nano Oil or Tough Glide. Either one of those would be great for lubricating my knives, because right now I either just run them dry, which it seems to be okay, but of course I'd like to have a better plan for that rather than just running them dry. So that would be really nice to have, or I just use like a rim oil or something like that. Of course, rim oil is a gun oil, not knife lubricant, but it seems to work alright. Right now I'm just kind of trying to get the pin in there. Is this? Oh, I did not notice that. So it is flattened on one side, so I have to twist it around until I can get it to work, which it's not wanting to do. There we go. Got it. Sorry if you guys can't see this, I'm not paying attention to the camera. There we go. Alright, now I'll throw a washer on there. It's using like a little cheap Teflon, plastic, PVC, whatever you want to call it. Washers on there, which is pretty bad, honestly. You can get some, you know, washers. You can get them to run okay, but it's of course not ideal because we have things so much better out now. But that's their choice, and that is keeping the price lower. Because if they had some really nice washers on here, they'd want us to pay more for it, which makes sense because they're obviously not as cheap. I have not owned this knife, but one knife that I heard from Nick Shabazz, a channel that I love actually, is that the Booker Excalibur 2 or 1, I'm not sure. I know either one of them is a front flipper and the other is just like a nail nick thing. And he certainly has a bias on which one he likes best. But he said either one of those, the front flipper one, was a very nice action for the washers. So I guess they aren't all bad. The ones I've had are, you know, acceptable because I have the, you know, thumb stud ones. Because if I had a flipper on those, I would imagine it being very bad. But, you know, with a thumb stud design, you aren't really needing that great of an action to get it to work fine. But, or actually I do have a flipper on Teflon, that cheap Walmart knife. You'll see a disassembly of that sometime. That has cheap washers on it. And it is a flipper, but honestly, that flipper could be ground off and I would not care because I never use it. I mean, it's just terrible. So I'm not talking about this knife at all. I'm just putting it back together. So that is smooth enough, but I'm sure the lockup is awful. Yeah, you can hear that. I mean, terrible. So now we're worrying about the blade play and action. Okay, that's a bit tighter. Still smooth. Centering is off to that way just a bit. I should be doing this on camera. There's play in it still. So we'll just tighten that up a little bit more. No play in it now. And centering good enough. Action is, well, bad. You can give it some wrist. There we go. Yeah. Stay tuned for the review on this guy because I definitely have some opinions on it and whatnot. So, thanks for your time. Goodbye.